Hey Tam fam, welcome back to my channel. Today is episode 9 of my Diary of a Procrastinator series, and in today's video I will be showing you how I make the last two pocket inserts for Shushana's planner. And so I'm showing you how I make these pockets, right? And next week I'm going to show you how I packaged it, and also I'm going to show you my DIY cover for the Oprah Winfrey planner, because I told you it's that cream. So it's this cream planner and I don't want to mess it up. I have to be very careful with it already because I don't want it to get dings and whatnot. And look at this, guys. I don't know, Oprah, what is happening here? And I don't take it out and about. Look, it's starting to separate already. This is definitely going to need some reinforcements. I'm going to show you how I create a planner cover for this. So yeah, just watch me work. So for these pockets, I decided to use these papers that I'd gotten from the subscription box, the Scarlet Lime subscription box. And I'm just trying to coordinate with her colors and her theme. And let me know which one you guys would choose. I was going back and forth. I ended up choosing that one I had on the left or right. And the beauty and the best part about these types of papers is that they are double-sided, so you get two different designs on each side. But guess what? The worst part about these papers is that they are double-sided and you get two different designs, because once you use one side, that means you cannot use the other. Which is why I generally make copies of these things. But I have another piece, so that's okay. So what I'm doing here is, for this particular pocket, I wanted also to have that see-through acetate effect, but I wanted to do something different with the top. So you notice that the edge of the paper on the other pattern, it's scalloped. So the part of the video that I cannot find is where I was actually fussy cutting out that pattern. And of course it took a little while because it's a very intricate design. So I literally just took my scissors and painstakingly went over very carefully to cut out the pattern that you see here on the other edge. And again, guys, I'm reminding you that if you are creating these items, the goal is patience, and the goal is take your time and measure and figure things out. And you will see here on this particular part, even though I seem like I'm being very careful, I still made a mistake and I had to rip the whole thing apart and just stick it again. But luckily for me, the paper wasn't damaged too badly, so it's barely noticeable. But yeah, so I'm just sticking down some double-sided tape, and that's all I'm doing here. Because my goal also was to have that scallop, see the edge that I'm talking about? That had to be cut out, right? Because the paper was fully rectangle. So at any rate, I made sure that I lined up the paper, but guess what I did? I made sure the paper was 9 inches, but I did not make sure the other side was 7 inches. And most of the time, hate that. So sometimes when you are creating, the vision is coming together so beautifully that you actually do not, I don't know what to say. I'm not trying to imply that I'm not thinking about it. I'm thinking about it and I'm working and I'm trying to be careful, but sometimes you don't think about every single part and how one part affects the other. So here I am just cutting my slits, and then you're going to see what happens with the other paper. So just watch me work, guys. So as you can see, guys, this is the part that I'm talking about. Now, like I said, it is perfectly 9 inches, but it was not perfectly 7.2. So now I have to cut this portion off, but of course, don't worry. I ended up using those pieces to do other things because, as you know, if you've been watching the series, I do not like to waste material. So again, if you've been watching, then you know that when I go to make the sides, to glue the sides together, I don't just put glue on the actual two sides of paper. I go ahead and I make a little accordion fold of paper, and so that there is room. So here I go, I'm using this piece to make my little fold, because what happens is if you just glue both sides of your paper flat to make a pocket, your pocket will be flat and there will be very little room for you to put anything in there, right? Especially, not to say you're going to put bulky things in there, but sometimes you want a pocket to be able to hold some things. And again, if it's completely flat, it just will not. So here I am using a piece of the paper. I'm just cutting it to match the pattern and making sure it is the correct height. So I doubled up on the double-sided tape. Instead of just adding one row, I added 2 rows over here. So I'm just making sure that in there is smooth and neat and completely sealed, the part that needs to be. So that's why I'm going in with my fingers and also my bone knife just to flatten out and make sure everything is connected. So here's what it looks like, guys. I absolutely love this pocket. It's one of my favorite things that I created for her planner. So here I am going on to my last project for this planner, which was another, just a regular, well, it's not regular, but it's a regular folder. And so I'm using some more of the coordinating papers that she chose from that paper pad. And so I'm just going in to cut and make sure I have, I want to have a 9 by 7.25, but what I did was I wanted it to be a mixture of different papers. So what you're going to see me do is I have a little piece of one, and then I glued down another piece of another paper, and then I glued down another piece of another paper, so that when I actually do make the cut, that it is different sheets of paper together. So that's what you see me doing here, just lining them up. And now I'm just gluing them down. And this will give me one cohesive piece of paper. And then I'm just going to trim it down, make sure it's my 9 by 7.25, which is a classic Happy Planner size. So I'm just cutting off the excess, and then I'm going to use some of these papers or whatever I have left over to make the pocket portion. So I wanted to make sure that the paper was two-sided for the pocket, so that when you look on one side there's a pattern, when you look on another side there's a pattern, as opposed to just blank paper. So here I just took another piece of paper and I folded it in the middle and just kind of overlap it. So what I want to do is to get a cut on a bias or an angle. So this is what I'm doing with my little cutter. So now guys, if I just glued that paper down, there would be no room. If I just glued that paper down, there'd be no room for anything. So here I go again with the accordion fold. And at this point, I'm just using up all my scraps. So I need to make a fold on the left side. No. So I need to make a little fold on the right side. No. So I need to make a little fold on the bottom of the paper, and also on the front of the pocket and on the back of the packet. So that's what I'm doing here, and then I'm just going to add my double-sided tape, and you know the rest. So I'm just going in to make sure that the little accordion fold, like everything is completely smooth and neat. So once I did my gluing, this pocket was done, and I just punched my holes using the, I believe I used the Happy Planner punch. I'm not sure, or maybe I just used the slits. I think those look very precise. Okay, I think I did the Happy Planner punch on this one. Okay guys, so thank you so much for stopping by my channel. Don't forget that for number 10, I am going to be giving away a happy planner. So if you are interested, just please go back and watch all of my videos and make sure you leave me a comment and tell me that you are interested in the personalized planner. All right. So if you are new to my channel, welcome. If you are not new, hey, welcome. So thank you so much for watching the series. Thank you so much for just your support. And I am just so grateful for you guys. Right, so thank you guys for watching. I hope you are safe, happy, healthy, and blessed. And I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to check out my video every Wednesdays at 9 p.m. for my Doap series.